Yes, the nation is going to polls. The third phase of polling. That's going to be our focus through the day. But there has been some big breaking news coming in, and it is related to the Chief Minister of Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal. He has challenged the legality of his arrest before the Supreme Court. Big news coming in right now. The Additional Solicitor General S.V. Raju has already begun his submissions for the Enforcement Directorate. He is saying that 176 phones have already been destroyed. Cash has also been sent to Hawala operators allegedly. That's the big news coming in. The Supreme Court resuming the hearing on Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's petition challenging his arrest by the Enforcement Directorate in the Delhi liquor policy case. That's the news coming in right now. What we hear is that a bench of Justices Sanjeev Khanna and Dipankar Datta are hearing the matter. The petition, in fact, was filed challenging the April 10th judgment of the Delhi High Court, which had dismissed his petition that had challenged the ED arrest. Now, you have Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, who has moved the Supreme Court. He is questioning the legality of his arrest by the Enforcement Directorate. Kejriwal was arrested on the 21st of March and he has been under custody ever since. Let's go straight across now to Anshul for the very latest on this. Anshul, tell us the latest. Now, we know that the Supreme Court is presently hearing on the Chief Minister's petition challenging his arrest by the Enforcement Directorate. What else is going on inside the court? What are you hearing? Let me go straight across now to Ananya. We'll get back to Anshul in just a bit. Ananya is our legal correspondent. Ananya, so that's the news that we've just broken right now on the network. Arvind Kejriwal's challenge to the Enforcement Directorate arrest. Tell us a little bit more. What else is happening in court right now?
Well, definitely, on the last date of hearing, in fact, the Supreme Court had asked the Enforcement Directorate if it is considering, in fact, an interim bail for Arvind Kejriwal for the poll period. What could be the conditions? However, today the whole course of the hearing has changed and it is over the legality of arrest. In fact, ASG S.V. Raju, who's appearing for the Enforcement Directorate, is clearly taking the court through the various statements. In fact, it's clear argument, Avantika, that had been raised by Arvind Kejriwal's counsel since the very beginning when it comes to the High Court and now to the Supreme Court as well, was that, various statements were unrelied. Those statements were not relied upon by the Enforcement Directorate. In fact, today, Mr. S.V. Raju, responding to those queries, dubbing all of those claims, has clearly stated and read those statements, clearly pointing out that, these statements are not connected with Kejriwal, and that's exactly why these statements have not been relied upon. There were no questions put in these statements to these particular people with regards to Arvind Kejriwal, and that's exactly why, these statements have not been relied upon, is what Mr. S.V. Raju is telling the court. In fact, he has also stated before the court that, when Manish Sisodia's bail was actually rejected by the Supreme Court, and later when Arvind Kejriwal was arrested in this particular case, his in fact associates, including the various political functionaries of the Aam Aadmi Party, had been doing constant press conferences in fact to divert the perception of this whole investigation to other way. And in fact, Arvind Kejriwal too had been, trying to divert the whole investigation. And in fact, over 176 phones have been destroyed so that the investigation in this particular case can be derailed. However, the big question that remains today is whether or not Arvind Kejriwal secures a relief from the topmost of the country or not.
Oh, absolutely. All eyes will be on that, and we'll keep coming back to you. For now, thanks so much.